Welcome to the novel audio. I wish you all the best. For worrying about my daughter getting out. That my mother really didn't use any tricks birthday party when I'm drunk, and on coming home I called in a very happy voice. I left it in the room. Open it yourself. I thought it was a bag. A limited edition brand or something. Who thought I just opened the door? I almost dropped my soul in the bed of a young boy who was half wrapped my light pink bath towel. His legs are too long. My towel is too short. Led to a scene I shouldn't have seen, but I saw it all. I swallow my saliva. Mom, how much money do you play? I think my mother has a sister. Mom's square dance is ruined. My daughter, no matter how expensive, I want to buy it for you. My mother replied emphatically. Not, it was just a while ago. Every day my mother made me go to see my eyes. After I lost 7, I said something. Female believers vow a lifetime of vegetarian salt combined. God bless your boyfriend. Maybe my mother heard it. It's not Mom. It's not okay. You're welcome to give it to me. Because it's been too long, I finally bit my teeth and hugged my mother's gift to me. I took off half the towel. One hand holds my hand. What are you doing? He's a little bit of a squeak in his voice. His eyes are lethargic. What am I doing to make him afraid? Do I need to turn off the lights? I ask in a low voice. He stared at me for half a minute and I turned off the lights. I turned off the lights thinking about that human face. I plucked up the courage to kiss him on the cheek. How big is your sister? He laughed and stopped my hand. A low voice ran into my ears, makes me itch. I'm a little bewildered. Challenge me, so I have increased my face a few more heroes. He laughed and trembled. Sure, dare to doubt me. It's at least a C size. I'm firm. He was silent for a moment and then spoke. I'm asking you how old you are. Lost face 26, I said, gritting my teeth. The horn is a little loud. He sighed for an hour and then let go of my hand. I can't help but turn off the lights. Just lie still and do whatever I want. He lost the rent and he's still disgraced. This is not fair. Shut up, I'll get my fighting spirit right away. See how I scared you to cry? In fact, prove this little brother is really easy to cry. You can take a nap now. He red-eyed asked me in a hoarse voice. It hurts. I stop. He didn't dare look at me. It's like losing half a life. I remember when he dared to provoke me. My will to win is up again. I'm in pain, but I don't want to lose. Can you sleep? He pulled out a feeble blanket and said, go to sleep. I'm as tired as a wilted eggplant right now. I hugged my waist self-pity. I just want my mom to give me a present, but she wanted me to give her life. At midnight, my father knocked on my door. Have you seen my boss's son? I rubbed my sleepy eyes and asked the boss's son what. In fact, I only blinked for half an hour. The mind is still confused. I was drinking with the boss yesterday. His son is drunk. Take him home to rest. And then I came back and I didn't see it. I should ask you a question. My father talked. Sometimes I look at my room. I thought about it for a minute. Boss son's son, the boy in my room, looks like dying. It flashed through my head. It's like lightning hitting my head. Is there nothing left? I didn't see him looking into the room. I woke up and fell asleep. I hurriedly closed the door. After a few minutes of self-calming, I anxiously walked to bed. Gently pull his blanket. I was sleeping, trying to make my voice as soft as possible. A long time later, he just slightly widened his eyes and pulled the blanket over him. Do you want more? I wonder if I'm that kind of animal. No, I bit my finger tight, the tense reply said. I want to ask you to get some sleep. He pulled me back as if to comfort me. He rubbed my head. I'm tired. When I heard that, my heart was choked. This is a fatal misunderstanding. Would you like some water? Remember your attitude before. I'm starting to feel sorry. He opened his eyes and looked at me for a few seconds. I got it wrong again. Is he saying that? They lost both of us. A tired person is in a state of confusion, so I decided to take a nap first and figure it out later. Sleeping is sleeping. But there's no way to solve it. Early in the morning, my mother came knocking on the door. I didn't like it when I opened the gift. I'm standing there, your face is pale as a lunatic. I lied and didn't know what she gave me. I like to let you sleep a little more. When I finished, I closed the door. When he returned to his room, he was no longer in bed. But in the bathroom, there's running water. I saw the shadow of the people in it. I just feel cold in my back. He's awake. I'm dead. I'm nervous going back and forth in the room. Try to figure out how to do so to send him off without being traced to save responsibility. And then he came out naked and I was blind. My first reflex was to rush to the door. Left lock, Sal, no clothes, he leisurely walked towards the bed. Cover yourself with a blanket. My eyes looked at me without clothes. I shiver, you came here naked, I cried. Drinking too much vomit. He leaned calmly against the head of the bed, phone handle play, seems to be waiting for me to figure it out. I'm going crazy. Wait a minute, I'm in a hurry to get dressed. I can't wash my face or brush my hair. I ran outside and didn't forget to ask. Don't go out, lock the door. I knocked and didn't open it. It's up to you. He's funny. He looks at me like he's listening. I was just out when I saw my mother. I was so scared that I blocked the door. My mother brought me breakfast and told me to eat. A little hot, I tried to use the fan's hand to bend over and pick up the trash and go. Where are you going without breakfast? My mother chased after me. Take out the trash. I bowed my head, running like crazy. I went to the supermarket downstairs. My boss looks at me in front of the underwear counter, excited to step closer. I bought it for my dad. Yes, I bought it for a quick getaway. She stopped my hand. This is too small. Dad, you've got a big belly. Dad's losing weight. I'm holding what she just dropped and then run to the sporting facilities. Get another t-shirt and shorts. When charging, the boss scanned the code and laughed strangely. You have a boyfriend. I startled, my face immediately flushed. No, it's not. My cousin came to play. I bought it for him. I took my gear and ran home. My mother saw me panicking and asked, why am I gasping? Where to go for a run in the morning? I ran a few steps. Hide the plastic bag in the back and opened the door to hide in the room, lock the door. When I calmed down, I threw him a plastic bag. He finally stopped playing the game. He looked at me and then at the bag. Don't say anything or move. Despise my attitude is not good, so I hesitated for a few seconds. He pulled out his clothes and lined them up in front of him, lowering his voice. There are only these things downstairs. Can you wear it temporarily? Yes, but your request is a bit too much. His long finger pulled up the shirt I'd bought. Glanced inside, it's too much. I also want to see if I can wear it. He looked at me with a joking look. I asked my mother if she was knocking. Mind if I open the door a little? I bought something and forgot to take it. My boss told me to forget this. I told you, my mother gave me a black plastic bag. I looked at it for less than a second. I was in a hurry to close my panties. I awkwardly closed the door. Turns out I was so panicked that I forgot to get my panties. I bought it. I feel like my life is over. I turn my back, wait for him to get dressed, and sit in front of him. He explained everything in detail. This is a complete misunderstanding. I said, well, he's still playing the game. With the way you keep making it up, come out a little bit. Can you coordinate with me? I softened my voice. Today's the weekend. Most likely my parents will be home all the time. It's impossible for him to disappear completely. He didn't answer. I can't help but look at his arrogance. Finally, wait until he has finished playing a game. He stopped staring at me. I kept my voice down and said, I didn't get along well enough with you last night. He gave his hand. My finger touched my forehead and I stretched my voice. Auntie, people can't be greedy. What aunt called me last night? What a wake-up call me. I sat this bastard on the floor. Why does he want to threaten me? What do you want? Why do you think he asked me back? Oh my God, just a little handsome. That he wants to negotiate with me, Sal. I looked at the birthday bag my mother gave me on the table. Take the makeup and give it to him. This new bag. Can you take it and give it to your little girlfriend? Finding someone to go out at night isn't that expensive. I'm really heartbroken. He looked at me and stood up. Look down, I can stay with you. When he finished, he went out the door. Opened the door in his style. My mind is empty. I run out the door and close the door and listen to the noise outside. As a result, the door is pushed. Is my mother? Why you haven't woken up? Your father's boss's son is up. Come on out. What's going on? My mother dragged me to the table and saw that he was lazy. Sitting in front of the table, and my father was so excited about porridge for him. Then pour a cup of soy milk. My mother sat me down in a chair. It made me feel like I was sitting on a table. Hi, Jiyoung, I don't know what you like. I want to drink soy milk or cow's milk. My dad pushed all his breakfast out in front of him. There's only 2 white dumplings in front of me. Give it to me, she likes that. He pushed the soy milk cup towards me. Am I too dark? Why do I feel like he's got a clue? The atmosphere became a bit awkward. My 2 fathers looked at him and then at me. I only know how to bow and forget about Thu. This is Toji's daughter. 6 years older than you. It should be called you. You look at people, that's very polite. My mother kicked me. Give me a signal to say hello. My leg hurts. I suspect my mother forgot who was her biological child. I'm not polite. He's polite. Hi, I'm smiling. You eat a lot. I pushed the dumpling for him. He raised his eyebrows slightly and said nothing, holding a dumpling that I didn't eat, just watching and laughing. That smile makes me wonder he's Sao. Did you sleep well last night? I didn't see you in the living room. I thought you were gone. My father started to care about him. He didn't answer directly. He looked at me. The answer is written on my face. I'm just an innocent eater. Maybe I went to the bathroom. He put his chopsticks down. He didn't seem interested first. I don't sleep very well at night. I'm in bed. My dad was the one who slept next to me last night like a pig. I couldn't even move my hair. I was too drunk to take care of it. Don't let your stomach. My father was shy. Pressure from the boss. I slept well after midnight. He smiled softly and looked at me. You son of a bitch, why don't you talk straight? Always going to torture my little heart. It's not easy for boys to deal with right now. Finally finished breakfast. My father said he wanted to take him home. Dad, take a break so I can drive him home. I volunteered. I was afraid he'd sell me out. It's okay. You young people have more to say. My father seems a little embarrassed. I don't know why I suddenly so positive again. Stop bothering me and take me home. He laughed and rejected me. That's what he said. So my father couldn't say anything else. Eat quickly and prepare to go out. When they were busy, I approached him and asked softly, why won't I take you home? What are you going to do? He bent over, his lips closed. You're going to touch my face next time. Can I take a break? An old lady, I'm flushed by his words. Pop back out, don't mess with me, I warned him in a low voice. What did I do? He shrugged helplessly. If not you. Who made the mess last night? God damn it, he laughed again. I just want to tape his mouth shut. It was so bad last night today. He stared at my flushed face, laughing more pleasantly. Get out of here. He waved, don't miss me too much. When he finished, he acted as if nothing had happened. Follow my father downstairs. When he just left, my mother quickly came close to the dodgy expression, your father's boss's son is handsome. My mother exclaimed a sentence. I really want to have someone like that. I look at my mother. I feel like there's a blue light on my head. You said you wanted a son-in-law like that. It's not bad thinking. Mom glared at me. Oh, I realize I've thought a lot, but it's not true. I'm sorry, Mom, I can't find you a son-in-law like that. No matter how good you are, you can't find it. My mother sighed. I heard that Zhao Jiang is getting engaged. Engaged? I almost cracked my teeth. Yeah, with the daughter of another factory. Executive dual strength combination. My mother looked at me from top to bottom and shook her head. I feel a thump in my heart. The mind is empty. What I did to him last night was a crime. Big error, Sao. It's done. It's done. Then my mother looked at me. Your father said the two companies linked up. Your father has a chance to get promoted. Your father's been waiting for this for a long time. That's good. I stammered back to my mother, but in fear of dying, I'm really afraid he can't wait. Because of Tiu Jiang's fiancé, he found out about me and was afraid to die. This engagement will definitely be cancelled, after a few days of worry. I finally can't take it anymore, when my father took a shower. I ran to my dad's 6 phones. I found the number of Afraid to Die. I quickly recorded and returned to my room. I picked up the phone and sent a friend request to that number. Fear of wanting to die is not accepted immediately. I'll text you again and you can add me. The next day I was afraid of dying and didn't he agree? Just leave a question mark. You have a real headache. I edited the message that I am you. Answer me quickly this time. How many sisters does he have? The son of a rich man is usually a traitor. That day you were at home, I don't remember. I really want to break his head. I bite my teeth to remind you of sleeping in my room. I see you as a gift. You have no clothes. I'm buying new clothes downstairs for you. As soon as it is sent, he immediately accepted the friend's invitation. What? He took the initiative to text 2 words. It made my blood pressure jump. Whatever it is, can I talk to you about something? Can you keep it a secret that day? You're drunk too. I'm drunk. We're both unconscious. We're all adults. You must have forgotten, right? I didn't answer the question. Looks like he's not satisfied. Yes, I can just text you. Give me the address. I'll send you the bag you want. That's right. I will wash your clothes and send them at the same time. If you want anything else, just say it. I will try to satisfy you, but there is silence. I finally realized this situation seems difficult to resolve. I kept texting you that you're getting engaged. I'm actually going to see your eyes. Can we just pretend that nothing happened? This time, he finally answered his question. I'm done. I think I'm clear enough. I'm done. Do you still want me? He paused for a moment and said, I'm free tonight. I'm stunned. I'm covered in chicken skin. Maybe now or I don't want to. So what I've said so far is useless. Do you finally understand what I mean? I asked him. Suddenly he sent a text message. I picked up the phone. I like to use the last word, I asked. Not long after, another text message arrived. I see. Turns out you like it. His lazy voice turned that into a different idea. My face immediately flushed, my mind exploding. Hurriedly throw the phone aside. I actually said such embarrassing words. Sao, I've lost face. Can you be serious? I'm talking about the main thing. He finally answered with one word. Tell me how you want to do it. I'm wiser and I pushed the problem to him. Listen to me. I'm so sorry you made me cry again. It's a voice message again. He laughed again. When can I give me the address to delete friends? I don't want to talk to him anymore. He sent back a string of BA dots. I didn't get his address for half an hour. I sent a question mark to try again. And the result is a big red exclamation point. Great, I've been deleted. Delete it, I feel like I've accepted my fate. Don't care anymore. A week later, my father told me about his son's engagement. There's been a problem. Now bag of potatoes. The chicken in my hand suddenly doesn't taste good. My boss has been very angry lately. I heard he fought Xiaojing and kicked out of the house. My father hurried cold breathing in a family group of difficult circumstances. My dad is so handsome. If it's your son, I can't fight. My mother looked as if she was suffering. That's my real son. And I'm quietly in the group. Sneaky seek to confirm, see if this has anything to do with me. Dad, what is it about? Is there still hope for your promotion? I try to keep my face calm. Without showing any emotion, what's the reason? Beautiful young boy, it's about having many girlfriends. He was arrested at the same time. 2, oh, that's a worthy player. My heart was immediately relieved. It has nothing to do with me. I heard he messaged a girl inappropriately. I heard you two spent the night together. The girl was going to return it to him. Ask him to keep a secret. WeChat chat notes, his little girlfriend found him on the spot. I asked, this is not my father referring to me. I was so scared that I dropped my phone on the ground. The chat is still saying something. I open it up. It's my mother's message. Now she's open. I can open my heart half like that. I'm not that single so far. I mean, damn it, my daughter's open enough, even to be afraid of themselves. I immediately quit the chat, turn off the phone and start sweating. I carefully remembered the conversation that day. It's not his girlfriend. Delete your friend from me. Think about using yourself. I immediately opened WeChat to change the profile picture. And also switch the personal status display mode to just me in the evening. 3 people sat down to dinner together. I keep my face down trying to keep quiet. Why did you leave the group chat? My mother doubtfully asked. I left the group so I can check. I act like nothing happened and I stay calm. My dad finished eating and took a shower. Then bring a pair of Roz Canties and question my mother. When did you buy it for me? I don't know what size you're wearing. My mom looked at my dad and then at me. Then squeeze the pants. This is not yours. I've never bought anything this expensive for you. Both of them looked at me at the same time. I nervously swallowed con. It takes half a minute. And say sure of the upper house falling down. They were silly for a few seconds. I finally breathed a sigh of relief. Take the pants back to the house. I didn't pay. I walked around in the flower garden downstairs with my pants. Half an hour. Thinking of Jiangsu is a headache. Those pants are his. After one finished washing, hanging in my bedroom. I don't know why my mother washed it. I thought I'd put his clothes in the closet. My clothes are not okay. I really want to go crazy. I keep procrastinating. When the sun finally set, I would have gone home. But when you get in the house, I just saw that face. I've got a conditioned reflex to back out and look at the license plate. Not the wrong house. I had trouble getting in. Who's sitting on the couch playing on the phone? It's not Gypsy. It could be AI. P over here. My father called in a serious voice. I was startled and it all came out. I shiver away. I saw the wound on the neck and the knee of the tattered pants. I took a breath. What's going on? My father is standing next to me. Hands twisted together, the game finally stopped playing. Look up at me, softly laugh. That smile scares me. When did he dare to play the game? Here's the thing. Zoe may stay at home for a while. I want to help him learn advanced mathematics this time. I'm not very good at math. It taught me to breathe a sigh of relief. Not right math, Senior Dad. I'm not good at math. I'm confused. My father glanced at me. Stand up, pull me aside before I went to college. There's not a one-time maxed out in math. Don't be humble. Can I get a promotion this time? Just look at this time. I want to tell you that I copied it. Because I don't want to be like people. So I fixed a multiple choice question. I can't believe this guy made Sai reach 100 points. My friend Heir got 95 points. But Dad, why does he have to stay at home? He's not home. My headache is really not easy to get rid of this as not wanting my lifestyle spray. I said it quietly. My father gave me a look. He was kicked out of the house by his boss. That's why we came to our house. Try to think. Zhao Zhang is the son of my boss. I heard he has a lot of subjects. If you supplement him, I have hope for a promotion. Then, Dad, I feel like your chances are bleak. I replied weakly as if you were talking back. From today on, I will teach him. I'm ready to go. After my father left, I dragged him into the room. What are you doing here? He frowned slightly in pain. I let go of my hand and pulled up his sleeve. He also had wounds on his arm. I'm really shocked. Don't watch him pull his shirt down. Laughing can't die. What did your father do to beat you so badly? I'm starting to feel a little compassion. Even if it's not because of you. He glanced at me. Go to my desk and sit down. Start playing the phone again. It's not because of me. I'm a little bit relieved. Not because I'm good. But you have nowhere to go if your girlfriend misunderstands why. He's so big. Not about to get engaged. Then why do you mess up like that? He stopped looking up at me. Are you sending me away? I can still keep you. Listen to my father. Your girlfriend saw the message that day. How dare you come here if she comes running? It's really hard for me to talk to you. He leaned back in his chair. The face is completely indifferent. I think he's no different than me. They choose to live by fate. Tonight's lecture, he suddenly asked. My math is bad, I admit. I know that I asked, so you can teach me something else. And he laughed softly, and he irritated me, and I was mad. We're obviously talking seriously. How come he caught me in 3 sentences? It's not just a brother. I teach you at this level. Can you practice? I glared at him. He suddenly pursed his lips and laughed endlessly. Watching him laugh made me a little nervous. I pretended to pick up the book, trying to find his lost mathematical memory. But he put his hand on my book, press it down and stare at me. I keep my face flushed. Hurry up and take the book seriously. Today's content is self-study. He smiled and looked at me. Don't keep playing me. I've got other books on my desk. Turn around and look at it in a distracted way. You sit next to me. I play on the phone and he watches books. His phone on the table kept ringing. Messages don't stop coming. You didn't see the message. I pointed at his phone. He doesn't bother to raise his head lazily. Turn it off for me. My uncle can't really talk. You're not afraid. I saw the secret on your phone. He looked up at me with no secrets. Finished talking. He's a little bored. He's walking out on my balcony. I smoke. I have a disorder. Obsessive compulsive. I had to open his phone. The screen shows hundreds of missed calls. And unread messages. It's all from a person whose name is in the phone book. Is Pepper, if I'm not mistaken. This must be his little girlfriend. It's really that fiancé. It's an accident. I quickly turned off the phone for him. You and your little girlfriend. The engagement is really off. I gave him the phone back. The smell of cigarettes bothers me. He glanced at me. Hold the cigarette in the back. I finally feel better breathing. Do you want to cancel? He asked me back with a smile. I choked on words. Something to cancel. I'm not the kind of person who breaks down. Ruining the feelings of others, of course. I hope you're happy. Listen to my father. You guys are a couple. He may even get a raise. What do I get if you break up? I said a little clearly my attitude. He kept his face straight and showed no expression. He looked at me for a moment and then looked out the window. Honestly, what did you come to me for? Maybe you shouldn't go back. For my girlfriend, do what needs to be done. I'm an outsider with a fever. He finally turned his head and looked at me with a sigh. Find some quiet. Oh my God, I saw his fiancée. Must be going crazy. Must have been a mess at home, and he came to me for some quiet. What an accidental man. Don't worry, I'll only stay a few days. His eyes flashed at me and then left. People don't turn off the lights. I'm not really interested. Are you polite? I was so angry. I almost jumped up and threw him off the balcony. And he laughed when he saw me angry. What do I call you and how do I want to be polite? I choked again. In my head, I don't know how to argue. Waiting for me to think of a response, he's out of my room, really dead. A few days later, he and I thought the river didn't break the well. He comes to my room every night, pretending to be serious and asking me to tutor for an hour, but actually he just reads all by himself. It's just my comic book. I don't understand my father's logic. I hope to rely on flattery, the boss's son for promotion. I've seen Gypsy coming here for a few days. No one came looking for him. I guess he can't keep it either. It's my position again. How long are you going to eat at my parking lot? I just played the game and asked him. He didn't turn his head to look at me until my father threw me abroad. I asked him if he didn't want to answer. I was a good student when I returned. Which school did you go to? I asked. He stopped talking to himself. Let's see which school my dad paid for. This is an opportunity for so many people to dream of. And he didn't seem to take it seriously. That's right, young master. I do not know the suffering of ordinary life. I was suddenly kind enough to advise him. In fact, your father treated you well and beat you up. But still think about your future and pay for it. He stood there for a moment with a small smile. He didn't give me time anyway. You can only spend money. Finished talking, he put the book down and went out to the balcony to smoke. He's not 20 years old. Sao is still in a period of rebellion. I took about 30 seconds. The character in my game died. I walked out onto the balcony and stared at him in my head. I think a lot of morality. But when he caught me, suddenly my eyes are empty. I forgot about you. You're a kid. You like to smoke. He moved the cigarette handle to the other side. Close your eyes at me, small or not, you know, but I'm choked. The scene of that night flashed through my mind. My face suddenly warmed up. I hurried deliberately to something else. Smoking is bad, you don't know that. He was stunned for a moment. Ask me in a low voice if I care. I advise you and you don't listen. He didn't say anything, he was quiet for a long time. You're just like them. Why should I live according to the advice of others? His voice was a little emotional, though I don't know why, but I can sense that he's very unhappy. What a rebel. It's not all about listening. You can choose that I rearrange the words. You don't have to fight your family like that. He's been here for days. Not answering the family phone. Not even a girlfriend. It's as if you absolutely want to confront your family. Look at him, he doesn't know when to leave. I also started to get nervous. What do you think is right? He asked me back with a smile. The voices calmed down. Talk to each other if you don't answer the phone. He looked at me for a moment. I thought he would argue, but he just said sleep. When he finished, he waved to me. Just leave me a shadow, real corn. If he was my brother, I would have beaten him. It's impolite. I can't help but scold. He stopped at the door. Silence for a long time and then stand in front of me. Smiling, he asked what is called politeness. When people are still talking. Don't leave in the middle. Your mother didn't teach you how. I took a step back. His smile suddenly died. There's something in my eyes. He gently said my mother didn't teach, probably lying. He just doesn't want to listen. He dragged his mother in. I'm lazy to tell you. I'm not going to argue with him anymore. Say no communication, nothing to say. He suddenly took a step back. She looked up and said she was dead. When I finished, he left my room without hesitation. In the moment, my mind goes blank. Everyone is in shock. His mother's mother is gone. My father never mentioned this until I realized he was gone. I feel like I've done something wrong. At night, I lay in bed. Think back to the moment he said those words. She's dead. He's obviously speaking very softly. But why do I find him so sad? I thought of the saying that your mother didn't teach you her sao. I just want to give myself a slap. In the middle of the night, I can't sleep because of guilt. I groped in the dark and went to his room. I'm afraid of making noise to get people's attention. So barefoot, pushing his nightgown door lock, I used my phone to show the way. Walk softly to him. He's asleep. His sleeping face was different. There's no more expression. It's more pure. I didn't know if I should wake him up. To apologize or not, for a moment I felt a little nervous. I was afraid it would scare him, so I tried to sneak out. Let's say tomorrow. But just as I was about to leave, my hand was grabbed. I panicked, and his mouth was softly covered. A cold pair of eyes looking straight at me in the dim light, seconds after realizing I'm AI. He slowly let go. What are you doing? I snatched his hand out. He lies down laughing coldly. You came to my room in the middle of the night asking me what I was doing. I remember now what I came here to do. But when you suddenly have to apologize, I was embarrassed and stammered. I shouldn't have said that today. I didn't know your mother was dead. He looked at me but couldn't hear me. There's no expression. I just kept talking. I shouldn't have reopened your wounds. I'm sorry you didn't say anything. Instead, look at the time on your phone. You don't care what people say, you're good. He put the phone down and gave a good laugh. I rearranged the words pretty well. Even if your temper is bad, but I've never seen you hit anyone, even if you're a rebel. I've never seen you yell at your father. You're a little bad, but you've never been bad to me. The more I talk, the less confident I feel. My compliments are really strong. When he saw me stop, he laughed. I don't know if I heard it or not. I'm starting to get a little panicked. 3 hours until morning. He suddenly said, look straight at me, take your time if you want. I came to apologize. What did he think I was doing? Nothing. He suddenly sat up. His face immediately magnified in front of my eyes. My breath stopped. I forgot to step back. I want to go back. I can't say it yet. A breath of warmth suddenly touched my lips until I realized I was going to push him out. He didn't give me a chance to breathe. Hold my head with your hands immediately. My head starts buzzing and I can't think. After a while, he finally let me go for a second. Gentle steep breathing, a hoarse voice asked in my ear if I locked the door. I was startled. Immediately react to push him out unlocked. I want to go home. This time he didn't react. I ran my life out. Who cares about the image of almost rolling and crawling back to the room? I just realized I'm nervous. To the point where you can hear the sound. Heart pounding, it's almost a sleepless night. I feel so guilty. Why does it vibrate? Before a man who has an owner. Forever tossing and turning, I decided to keep my distance from him. I can't keep crossing that line. Woke up the next morning. He's having breakfast at the dinner table. I was startled. He doesn't always sleep until noon. Why are you up so early today? I grabbed the milk and rushed out. He looked at me for a few seconds and said nothing. When I'm about to go out, he suddenly stood in front of me. He seemed to want to say something, but I hurried to the elevator. Waiting for the elevator. But he pressed the ladder button in front of me. Are you going out? It was a bit embarrassing to wait for the elevator. I looked up at him. Looks like he just washed his hair. The hair is long enough to cover the eyes. He didn't answer, he just looked at me. I finally couldn't stand his gaze. I closed my eyes, the elevator to the basement. He's standing at the garage door and he's not moving. Just look at me, she's working at 5 o'clock, right? I'm a little confused. What are you asking me to do? He put his hand in his pocket. He looked at me and gently told me to wait for you. It was like a blow to my heart. It scared me so much that I couldn't turn around. Hurry up in the car. Until I wake up, I couldn't help but think about his sister. What do I think about that? My head is about to explode. But still don't understand his intentions, even at work. My mind is still full of him kissing me last night. I'm going crazy. It's hard to get off work. I got his message again. Buy me a glass of milk tea. I looked at one that was free. Increase CA, he asked again. I don't understand. Why did he suddenly become so enthusiastic? What does he want after all? Dating, and I said, frankly, it's actually a colleague's party. I didn't want to go at first, but I've decided to go now. He just sent back a question mark. The company's mail god asked me to go to the movies. You told my mother I wasn't coming home for dinner for an hour. I made up a reason for him to stop thinking about me. And also let me cut myself off from this feeling. He didn't text me back though. I checked my phone 10 times at the party. But I didn't get any more messages from him. You must understand that my goal has been achieved, but I feel a little strange. End of the meal, people are going to sing karaoke and drink. Thanks to my colleagues' wine skills. To the end, I even forgot who Zhang Zixing was, but who can guess? That's when I saw him again. He and a group of people were smoking next to the toilet. Saw him, my first reaction was to run away. But because I drank too much, I couldn't stand it. I had to calmly go to the bathroom. In the eyes of him and his friends. When I walk out, they're still there, laughing innocently right next to me. You look at them. He didn't say anything, he just looked at me with his eyes full of meaning. Your sister is so beautiful. If you don't, I'll come up here. I can't help hearing this. Wash your hands and raise your head. I saw a gray-haired boy staring at me. I turned to look at Gypsy. He didn't say anything. Just let out a round of smoke. I couldn't help myself. He looked angrily at the boy. I'm his sister, kid. You're rude. The people laughed and laughed and laughed. Since when did you have such a beautiful sister? Are you hiding it? Let us know. Gray-haired boy walks closer to sister. I saw you drunk. Then we went to our own room to play. Go away. I threw his hand out. Today's Jiang Ziking's birthday. You are my sister. Don't you want to celebrate his birthday? I turned my head to look at Gypsy. He avoided my eyes. Don't say anything or disagree. Still looking calm as always. He said he'll wait for me today. It's because it's his birthday. I'm starting to feel a little too uncaring. Then I thought about him not having a mother. The hidden certainty emerges. I hesitated to answer. A group of brothers pushing me to go, but he spoke up. What are you guys doing? I was rejected by him. He's really mean. Then I'm not going. I immediately changed my voice. I heard it's your birthday. He still didn't say anything, after a few seconds of thinking. Calmly replied, what is a birthday worth celebrating? Okay, that's what he said. Maybe I'm having an affair. Goodbye, guys. Just play. I'm embarrassed to say a word, and then I'm ready to leave. I took a step and hit a wall. Who raised his head? I see the gypsies. Looking at me through the smoke, if you want to come, come. I asked someone who told me to go. People say birthdays are not worth celebrating. I don't want to come. I stare at him. He paused for a few seconds and then suddenly laughed. Keep your head down. Come close to your ear. I can't believe you're saying this. He was laughing subtly, my face flushed and my dreamy mind go, he's out of the way. He grabbed my wrist and dragged me into his room. He seems to be in a really good mood tonight. Sit in the most central position. There's a lot of people drinking for him. But he just laughed and didn't reject the AI. After drinking for an hour, I was sitting next to him almost sober. How many times is your birthday today? I asked him in a low voice as I stopped drinking. It's too noisy in the room. He's got to get close to my ear before I can hear him. I remember you didn't say this number last time. Even if I drink, I'm not stupid. He hesitated a little. 21. This can also change the sow. How old is it? Don't talk. It's not my fault for speaking up. Because the music suddenly stopped as a result, everyone around you can hear it. My sister, he's only 20, and I'm afraid he's too small for you. People started laughing out loud. I BA dots. Still haven't had enough to talk about. He looked coldly at his friends. Okay, no one dares to say anything else. Another round of wine. I can't help but frown later. He was drunk. How can I take him home? But when he raised his glass again, I pulled on his shirt. You drink a little. He looked at me anxiously and asked me why. I'm worried I can't get you back. Too much alcohol is not good for your health. I tried to advise him sincerely. He drank a glass of wine in his hand. Stay close to your ears, I said quietly. Even if I drank, I'm strong enough to deal with you. My fucking heart suddenly beats fast. Even though I try to control myself. The relationship between him and me has become increasingly strained. I just have to pretend I don't understand. Stealthily playing the phone to hide anxiety until midnight, my mother didn't know how many messages, but his party isn't over yet. I'm tired. They're young power. It's really not something I can compare. When it's over at dawn, I'm going to help him get a taxi. But he's standing up straight. I didn't expect him to drink so well. Go home later and be gentle. Don't wake my parents up. They were already asleep in the taxi. I didn't forget to remind him, but he leaned closer. Just say go to the hotel. Won't you wake them up? I pushed him out and sat a little away from him. Jiang Zihai-fan, the sound was so soothing that I almost lost my temper. We can't be like this. I was going to say more, but I stopped. You're drunk. I can't tell you. Not sure. He leaned closer. Close to my ear, I said a word softly. Makes my face flush like a ripe shrimp. I was afraid the driver would hear me and not get angry. He's got a lot of momentum. Let's go to the hotel. I tried not to talk about him. It's finally time to get out of the car. I pulled him down. I can't wait for a taxi. I burst Jung Ziai Fan, what do you want after all? Why do you always say things that people misunderstand? What am I doing? He sat on the sink laughing at me. You asked me to go to the first hotel. Are you awake? I was so mad that he even dared to talk. You said you were afraid of making noise, and he pretended to be naive. I wonder if I thought too much. I can't go to the hotel though. That's where I can also go to Sao. Did he finally understand? He sighed and held my hand. Don't be angry, I dodged his hand. I walked ahead, but my hand was pulled back by him. What do you want to do? I don't really know what to do with him. What is he crazy drunk about? He pulls my hand, won't let go, just sit there and stare at me. In the end, he lost his patience. Pulled me hard into my lap, made me fall all over his lap. Give me 5 minutes. He whispered in my ear, what do you need 5 minutes for? I want to go to bed. He looked at me, eyes full of stars. She wants a birthday present. No, I haven't prepared anything yet. Reddy then finished his kiss, fell down a kiss with a little cigarette pail and sweet bar of red wine. It makes my mind empty. At first, his actions were hasty and violent. And then it's kind of tender and passionate. I know what we did wasn't right. But in that moment, I can't push him out. When he kissed enough and finally let me go. I'm like a suffocated person trying to breathe hard. Go ahead. He pulled out a cigarette, lit it up again. My mind is not awake. It's kind of irritating. I'm irritated to go upstairs. Don't be angry. Maybe he sees me as unhappy. Take me, give me some time. He looked down at himself and sighed. Look in his eyes. I was immediately so scared I couldn't think of anything. Hurry up and press the elevator. I went back to my room and covered myself in a blanket. Think about everything that's happened today. I'm excited to have a headache. What to do? I seem to have liked someone I shouldn't have liked. That person is my brother. After washing my face, I lay in bed. I can't sleep forever. I heard him coming home. My heart just calmed down and started pounding. He walked softly to my door and stopped. I held my breath for a few seconds. There was no knocking like I thought. It's just a phone message. I'd love a birthday present. Don't think about it. See me in the morning, look at the screen. I understand every word. But how do we put it together? I can't understand either. So, did he like the gift or did he like me? What am I supposed to do? I thought all night my mind couldn't sleep. Fortunately, the next weekend was not work. When I woke up, it was 10 in the morning after a night, thinking about seeing him again soon. I suddenly felt a little hopeful. I was in the room for a while. Makeup, choose a purple dress, then cover the dark circles several times. Then slowly walk out of the room. I went to the front of the couch. I saw his back shadow. My heart starts beating again and goes around the couch. Before I could calm down, the next second I saw the face of the young woman next to him. Dim, you're the one who taught him, right? She smiles like a cute kitten, both soft and lovely. I didn't see anything worried. I glanced at Gypsy, and he looks very calm. I feel my heart drop in half. I answered for an hour and sat down next to Toji. This is Xiao Jiang's fancy's consumption. To find him, my father enthusiastically brought the fruit tray to, oh, I know. Looks like my dad's wish is about to come true. I put a piece of watermelon in my mouth. There's no taste. Dad, I didn't ask you out to play SAO. My father blinked. I'm a little stupid. When do I date you? I understood very quickly. I stood up and heard my father speak. The two are young. Let's talk about it properly. Don't be angry at each other. This is telling them. Good boy, he said. I know. She's finished with a piece of watermelon to give Jiang tooth, and Jiang did not open his mouth. Looking at me makes me a little confused. I feel like standing here is really inappropriate, so you can go outside and talk. I turned and went to my room. You and I have nothing to say. Would you mind deleting me? Standing in the room, I couldn't help but eavesdrop on their conversation. Most of the time I cry. I can't hear you. Jiang Zisheng didn't say anything. Just occasionally interject some very annoying-looking sentences. I clenched my dress and finally sighed. I find myself ridiculous. No matter how they argue, they will get married. Come on, what am I like? I'm 7 steps in front of the mirror. I look at my face and think of my face. I feel like I have no strength left. Good young, so good. My 20-year-old son must be doing that. I'm 26 years old. What do I have to compare? Besides, he's my father's boss's son. What am I thinking? When I was thinking that, my mother came running to me suspiciously. Single people are jealous. Her eyes hinted it out. What is your mother jealous of? I feel so helpless, to be honest. She was jealous too. I started thinking about my mother's youth. It's good for young couples to fight. The more we fight, the more affection lasts. I'm not in a good mood. Don't make fun of me. I really don't want to hear it. Why am I not happy? My mother looked at me in disbelief. I don't want to say anything to my mother. Sitting on the phone, Mom, be honest, I don't think Pepper is as pretty as you. Why can she find the Jiyoung? She is so cute and her daughter is single. A while later, I don't know if my mother was a friend or an enemy. Yesterday, I played mahjong with a friend. She has a nephew who's a doctor. I looked at my mother to see what she was going to do. He's a 28-year-old graduate who doesn't have a girlfriend. Try it, of course. My mother really never forgets. Find a boyfriend for me, it's always not spare. Friends on the table that slipped through boyfriend, is it reliable? I keep playing the phone. My mother came to the voice angrily. Your grandfather gave you an ultimatum. If you don't take your boyfriend home for National Day this year, I won't let you into my house. Why are they so old that they only care about love? I have to try. Every time I go home, I'm asked if you have a boyfriend. She's under so much pressure, she starts pretending to be poor. Send me WeChat. I thought of the two of them twirling outside. Take a deep breath and say I made WeChat friends with that doctor, but he never accepted it. There's a rage in my heart. I decided to go downstairs for a walk. Just walked out the door, I saw the Pepper sitting next to me. Joan sitting crying like a pear in the rain. It's the same as always when the face is expressionless. I don't know what it feels like inside. Open the door and leave. Where to go? Jiyoung Tifan spoke. I didn't expect it. In this situation, he still has time to pay attention to me. I changed my shoes and walked downstairs, but I didn't expect him to get up. Follow me. What is more surprising is that it also follows. So in the elevator, 3 of us didn't say anything. The atmosphere is extremely awkward. Get out of the elevator. I asked him in a low voice why he was following me. He bowed his head and glanced at me like, I want to say something, but it's over. You don't know. I really don't understand him. His girlfriend is crying behind him. How could he be like that? Why didn't you comfort her? I walk around feeling like I'm guilty of a crime. He didn't say anything. He just stared at me. You don't need anyone to comfort you. I don't want to say those words anymore. She's your fiancé. I reminded him. No one agreed. He protested. How do I know what happened between them? A moment later, he sighed. Give me some time. Stay away from me. I don't want to be confused in this situation. Not clear with him. He stood still and didn't move, staring at me. I'm waiting for you and I can't keep up. Pepper step up quickly, cried his swollen eyes. Who told you? Theo, my son is clearly angry. The voice was so cold the little girl cried again. I can't really see anymore. Yelled at him. What are you doing so ferociously? He's standing there, his expressionless face, suddenly a little angry. Look at me like I owe him. Don't argue about me. Zhang Zisheng, don't ignore me. You can do whatever you want. He ran back and grabbed his shirt, but he dodged without mercy. Don't bother me anymore. Your agreement is your business. No one can decide for me. How many times do I have to say this? He's lost his patience. Say a cold word and walk away. This is the first time I've seen him angry. Sister, I'm crying in my heart and I'm shaking. I stood shy in place. I want to push her out. She cried for a long time before she lifted her head off my chest. A bunch of words that make my head beehive, even in arranged marriage, but you don't have to listen to them. Now is the time of free love. I summed up a sentence, but I like him. I've liked him since I was a kid. My biggest dream is to marry him. When she said this, she was enchanted by them. No, I choked. But does he like you? I can't help but ask a question. I know I have my own heart to ask this question. It's important. She was crying just now and she suddenly laughed. No matter what, he is finally mine. Okay, she's confident. But even though he's human, if he does that, how do you know he's okay? I couldn't finish. She interrupted me. This family, I married him. She looked at me proudly. I'm in shock. Then I wish you happiness. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. Maybe I don't understand. These rich people are like princes. Princes of old, they are tools for marriage. I don't care about her anymore. Going home alone, sad. When I got home, I got a WeChat message to the doctor. He accepted to make friends. I hesitated to note the name Lin Feng. I'm sorry. I had a patient recently, so I saw the message. He politely explained. I replied sluggishly, no Sao, just finished messaging. I saw Gypsy standing at the table. Public smoking. He's very tall, probably about an N88, but also very thin. Especially when the light on the balcony comes in. I look at him getting thinner. I remember the certainty of the end. Suddenly, I feel a little pitiful. At dinner, he hardly ate anything. Staring at me makes me very uncomfortable. I had to avoid his eyes. My dad grabbed him a chicken leg. That is why I eat so much to eat. But he picked up the chicken leg for me. Without any hesitation, she is also thin. My parents looked at me and him with strange eyes. I'm losing weight. I ate out the chicken thigh that fell on the table. His face looks a little unsightly. This little girl, my dad's embarrassed about air conditioning. Fortunately, there was a WeChat message. I bowed my head and texted Lin Feng, honey, after dinner, would you like to go for a walk by the river? I really don't want to be with Jiang Zixing anymore. Message me back and send me the location. When I got up, my mother asked me where I was going to eat. I ate my fill and went for a walk by the river. When I say this, I saw Gypsy put down his chopsticks. I don't eat anymore. My mother looks confused. He stood up and looked at me coldly. Go to the river without fear. Believe me, take a beat. He doesn't know that to do so would make my parents doubt our relationship. Why did he take that risk? It's not safe for girls to go to the river at night. Zhaojiang, you've never seen the night view on the river, have you? Go and see it too. My father was a master of reconciliation, but I feel like he's meddling. Jiang Zithan, you can walk along the river with me. I was seeing someone else tonight. Until I heard the hum of Jiang Zixing, I feel my scalp go numb. He's really going to say I met someone else, and I said, my mom immediately smelled of drama. I didn't dare to look at Jiang's expression. Sigh for an hour. Who else? I'm not the mother who recommended you. The atmosphere became quiet for a moment. What happened? Toji already has a boyfriend, Sao. My father also knew about this. They even seem excited. Soon someone else is coming. I only gave the contact number. I can't believe you two are actually talking to each other. Come on, don't let people wait. My mother was excited without hiding her joy. The chair was pushed too suddenly. It startled us all. When I turned around, I saw the chair. Then turn around and leave. My mother asked my mother to question my father. It took a few seconds for my father to react. Maybe he's worried about his fiancée. To be able to understand, are you doing well? My mother asked. Listen to parents talking. I feel a little uneasy in my heart. Toji, I see that you and Yao Jiang have been quite close lately. Try to be a mediator. My father suddenly turned his gaze towards me. I don't want to interfere, I replied. I haven't even broken them yet. What is a mediator? I have to think of a way. It doesn't matter if it stays here forever, my mother said. Parents think? I left the words and walked out. I just walked out the door and I was dragged into the hallway by that AI. I almost screamed. If you look closely, it turns out to be a gangster. I'm going to raise my hand and slap him. He didn't avoid just standing there looking straight at me. I shrugged my hand off because of his gaze. What are you doing? I asked in a weak voice. You have to know that this hallway is right next to my door. I just need to take out the trash so I can see both of us. He didn't say anything. Just bowed my head and forced me to look into his eyes. Tell me what's wrong with you. People are waiting for me. I'm impatient. He leaned closer to me. I was forced to rely on Lan Can. The wrist starts to ache after a while. He asked me in a low voice. I was startled. Who's kidding who? Obviously, he's got a fiancé and he's confused with me, even if you feel discontented in your heart. But I don't want to lose my temper. We're all adults. What to say to play with, not play? Let's define the relationship. We can still be friends. He's a little silly. He was silent for a few seconds and then asked her to kiss me and sleep with me. That's how you make friends. You're obviously on your own. I've never kissed you. You're pretending to be naive. Several times I protested. He forced me to kiss him. And now it's white instead of black. He suddenly laughed a step back. Unbutton your first shirt, gently pull the collar, pointing at the blue straps. Do you want to kiss again? My eyes unconsciously follow his neck. It stops at the blue bone. I couldn't help but swallow. No, you don't. I turned my face away and couldn't look anymore. My feet must be soft. But he pulled my hand over his mouth and kissed me softly. I shivered and hastily withdrew my hand. Whatever you want me to do. He laughed, paused, and lowered his voice. Maybe we can stop messing around. His words made my ears itch. My steadfast will almost crumbled again. I'm not messing around. I rectify my emotions. I'm determined to make it clear that you're going to kill me. They also have their own life. We can't make a mistake. And continue to make mistakes. You should both be back in your orbit. He didn't say anything. His face became unsightly. It was a mistake. He asked every word. Maybe it's not why I asked. I'm 26 years old. I'm not a child anymore. I don't have time to play parting games and then come back and say these words are hard. It is not pleasant in my heart. He kept his lips quiet for a long time. Suddenly laughing at you, you are cruel. I don't understand what this means. When you bully me, you comfort me. I won't accept it when it's done. Every word is swirling in my ear. I just want to find somewhere to hide. Right now, my phone rings. Breaking the silence, I glanced at the screen and called Lin Feng. Maybe he called because I wasn't there. My first reaction wasn't to pick up the phone. It's looking at gangsters. His face is still calm. But the whole person radiates a terrifying pressure. He's obviously much younger than me. But why am I afraid of him? I hold the phone when he tried to turn it off. He grabbed you. I gave my hand to win it back, but he didn't move. Just raise your hand and I can't reach it. And then I heard Lin Feng's voice. Hello, is it Toji? I can't guess what the gypsies are going to do. They also dare not speak up. I laughed and looked at me and said it gracefully. It's not that I'm about to cry. How dare you answer my phone? My heart is pounding like I want to jump out. So who are you? Politely asked there. I remember this was a WeChat call. If you lie, you will be exposed. That's the end of my life. Jiang Ziking looked at me and didn't answer. I didn't dare to do anything for fear of provoking him. She's taking a shower. I was struck by lightning. I jumped on him this time with compassion. It doesn't make it harder for me. Give me back the phone. I'll be out right now. It's my cousin. Sorry, I really admire my brother. This muscle makes me stutter without a word. The other side hesitated a little bit. It seemed half news. I'm in no hurry after hanging up. I was going to find Jiang Zifan to calculate the account. But he's been gone ever since, leaving only a shadow behind. Then the message came. Girls should have some self-respect and come home early. I need him to worry. I resented not answering. Hurry up and press the elevator down. When I met Lam Fong, he was very polite, standing by the river on the phone. When he saw me, he smiled and gave me a sign. I was embarrassed to wait for him to talk. Phone done, sorry, there was an emergency, so I was late. I raised my head and saw his gentle smile. There's something special about his voice that's very likable. No wonder, it's an important job. Maybe I'm more important than the patient's life. Why I still know so much? We just walked and talked. He is also considered a gentle gentleman. Every time there's an AI cycling by, he always protected me. It's just that my legs are a little broken. I'm so sorry I went for a walk in heels. Sit there and rest for a while. His eyes stopped at my ankle and I frowned slightly. In my heart, I was amazed. He always looks at the road. Since when do you notice my feet? Yes, I'll follow him to the tea house by the river. I just want to sit here for the rest of my life. It hurts so bad, I'll sit here for a minute. Just 5 minutes, yeah. I waited for him to leave and I quickly took off my shoes. Get a phone flashlight to test the skin of the leg. Has been torn to tell Sal that it hurts like that, don't move. Just in time to touch the wound. A voice suddenly appeared above his head. I was startled. Hurriedly put his shoes back on, but he squat down, gently hold my feet. I'm so ashamed. I haven't worn shoes for so long. I'm afraid of the smell of Dr. Lamb. It's just a small wound. Don't worry, I'm going to pull my leg back, but he doesn't mind. Squatting to the ground, get cotton and antiseptic solution from the plastic bag. Raya, you disinfect me. Fear of infection. Turns out he went to buy drugs earlier. Just let me do it for a while, even though he's an expert. I seem to have no reason to refuse. It's just too shy. That's when the phone rang. I took a look at the message from Jiang Ziking. Where's my math book? I'm not saying he's looking for something. When does he need to see the book? Don't know. If you don't tell me, I'll find you in your room. I was so angry that my head was smoking. Why is it so painful? Lin Feng suddenly raised his head to ask me. No quarrel with Jiang Su. I was so excited that I forgot that I was a cowboy. Treating the wound for me. Yeah, right here. He's a little softer. Look at his careful movements. I feel very guilty. He's helping me with my injury. And I'm texting another man. I blame myself for waking up. As a result, there was another message. Guess what I found? I'm not going to answer him. No matter what he finds, my room is fine. Then another message is too much. Hide my underwear. What to hide for? When I saw that message, my head was struck by lightning. I suddenly remembered Rhea last time I found out. I conveniently put his underwear in the drawer. Makeup table, and I forgot about that. Now, how do I explain that? The wind is too strong for me to take you home. Lin Feng stood up and took off his jacket and gave it to me. My mind is burning because of death. I can't think I can wait a few seconds to respond. He asked if I could still go. I can't be sure to say I can. Let's make him carry 2 people for a while. Finally coming downstairs. I saw the light hanging on the water and looked up at me. There was a stubborn look on his face. I was startled. I suddenly feel like I'm having an affair. My cousin quickly explained this to Lin Feng. Lin Feng's smile stiffened. Give me the bag a few seconds later. Do you need me to bring it up? No need, I hurriedly refused. Because I don't know the time bomb. When will this sound explode? Take a shower and be careful not to get water on your feet. He asked me a few more questions. I looked at her for a moment and then turned away. I stand still. I don't understand why there is a feeling. Doesn't seem to like the sound of gangsters very much. I thought about it. Maybe there's a hole in my lie. My cousin was thinking, and Zhang Zisheng came to me. Next to me, look at my feet. Look, I don't want to mess with him. He laughed at me again. Coincidentally, he's my cousin. My brain suddenly stopped working. It felt like I was choking. I almost fainted. You cheated on me. I'm not satisfied. When did I fool you? He sighed and looked at me laughing. That's it. Lam Fong, he discovered my lie from the beginning. But without exposing, I just want to cry. I know he must be wrong. This time I jumped into the river. It can't be washed. Misunderstand? He asked me back. If you have a misunderstanding, you must think you and me. I can't go on. I'm so angry, I don't know where to get angry. It was a shame he still held my hand. I pushed him out. But he picked me up and glared at him. He finally withdrew his hand. Walking slowly beside me, what are you angry about? Not that we have ... Well, don't call my name casually. He stopped looking at me. I'm afraid I can't control him. He's thick-faced. I don't care if he deliberately stretches the distance. I just walked a few steps and suddenly I felt so light. I was so scared I grabbed something. Your nails are light. Soon your parents will see you. I don't know how to explain. When I finished, I saw his neck. My nails scratched a red streak. Drop me down. I'm ashamed my face is flushing. When will you let me down? If he looks at me coldly and has leg pain, be good. When I finished, he hugged me without hesitation. Fast forward to the elevator. There's surveillance. I got in the elevator and told him to drop me off. He just stepped into the elevator and changed direction. Walk towards the stairs. Don't take the elevator. He bent down and gave me a soft glance. You didn't say there was SAO surveillance. I mean, drop me off. It's not taking me up the stairs. My leg is about to break. He didn't let me down no matter how I struggled. I went all the way to the last floor to put me down. Go up, he comes down a few steps, moved, let me get up and let him carry it. Do you have a problem with your head? Who needs you to carry an elevator without going? I'm really made by him. Make it funny. He stopped for a moment, if not up. I would have thought you wanted me to kiss you. I threatened me again. But this man can do anything. What do you want to do? I was strong but still crawled on his back. I don't know what I want to do. When he finished, he carried me upstairs to my house on the 10th floor. I think he's crazy. I can see that I don't always talk back to him. I chose to keep my mouth shut on his back. Heavy cannot go half. I saw that his hair was about to get soaked in sweat. I can't help asking a question. He laughed too. Go on. I don't know what he's trying to do. Or you can drop me off. I'm worried about him. If you climb the stairs, you can't get up tomorrow. Take care of me. Be gentle. He angrily replied to me 3 points. It is the embodiment of what is called ignorance. I'm leaving tomorrow, he suddenly said. I'm startled. Fell into a long silence. Have you made up with Dad? I asked. Looked like that his voice suddenly dropped a little sad. Congratulations on doing well. He could finally leave my house. He's going to get engaged to the Pepper. It's obviously a good thing. But I don't know why I feel this way, without words. You want me to go that far? He stopped asking me. Do you want to stay at my house for the rest of your life? He stood still and didn't move. I'll probably go abroad for 4 years. He sighed and kept walking. That's great. Foreigners are full of beautiful girls. You are so blessed. A very ordinary sentence, but from my mouth I say Ria is full of bitterness. He didn't say anything else. The air then becomes heavy, so much so that I just wanted to jump off and go myself. I looked at his sweaty hair. I saw his shadow on the hallway wall. Then calculate his age after BA, 4 more years. He was only 24 at the age of the most beautiful youth. And I'm almost 30. For the first time I felt the pressure of age. And it's ironic. It came from a guy. I know there's no connection. He suddenly called my name. This is the first time he's called my name. It feels so strange. His aunt stopped for a moment. How old to get married? I'm startled. I haven't thought about it. Think about it. I'm weird. Now I can't figure it out. Marriage is not the end. I don't even have a boyfriend. Ask him. He has sex. Death is 26. I'll just say a number. He's obviously a little stiff, and he doesn't seem happy. Why are you so careless? I can go anywhere. I thought it through before I said it. 26 years old, married, 27 years old, having children. 30 years old, gives birth to second child. That's not how it works. You know what, when you're a kid? This theory of my mother is ingrained in my subconscious. As porridge flows, I can't change a bit, he asked. Something has changed too strangely. You don't have a boyfriend yet. Work is also unstable. I myself have not grown up. It's too early for him to stutter. There's no logic to my pain. I couldn't take it right away. So without stability, I'm making enough money for myself that my boyfriend is about to have. I don't obey. A child who dares to criticize my life, you like people like him. I pointed to Lin Feng. Yes, he has a good job. People are good too. Beautiful appearance too. Here we go. Before I finished, he yelled at me to come down. What did I do to upset him? I was lucky to get to the 10th floor. He seems to have a little conscience. Thank you. I'll change the dress. Get ready. But remember something. I went back and asked him, do you need me to help you pack? I swear I just want to give it back. I'm tired of seeing him carry me. As a result, I only get angry looks. He didn't need to finish talking. He quickly walked over and opened the door. I didn't even notice that I was behind. No one comes in first on their own. It's not polite. I stood there stunned. In fact, when he asked me what kind of person I liked, the name that comes to my mind is his. This thought scared me too. If he says Reiha, he'll probably laugh at me. I took a deep breath. In the evening, I want to explain to Lin Feng. Hold the phone all day. I don't know where to start. Finally, no message. I'm lying on the couch in the living room. Want to see, have you started packing your bags yet? The result is still not. All night long I dreamt about many things. I finally understood one thing. I really don't want him to go. I woke up early the next morning to see him off. But my dad says he's up late. He's been on a plane a long time. I stood there in the void. My father's boss came to pick him up in person this morning. My dad said with sparkling eyes, "Oh, congratulations, Dad." When he left, he told me not to wake me up. This kid doesn't look decent. But very thoughtful. I know you like to sleep. My mother smiled like a mother-in-law. Don't dream anymore. If you want such a handsome son, give birth. I'm also looking for someone to give me. I'm with Lam Fong Sao. It's broken. I muttered and ran into the room. My mother was going to ask more. I quickly closed the door. It's annoying. Since Zhang Ziesheng left, I've heard all the news about him from my father. What shocked me the most? It's about getting engaged. His goal is broken. I'm really stubborn. Determined not to get engaged, my boss had no other choice. Let him choose between studying abroad and getting engaged. He's under a lot of pressure from the whole family, but still choose to go abroad. My dad's talking about it and he's staring at me. Look at what I do. The company is rumored. My father said, looking at me from head to toe. What rumors? I pretended to casually eat melon seeds. Rumor has it that Zheng has fallen in love, a girl much older than him. The boss was so angry that he beat him up, but the boy was determined not to give in. I swear that I didn't marry anyone but her. In my heart, I have 6 pieces. It's obviously not about me. Why did I replace myself like this? It's starting to get tense. I thought my dad was grabbing a handful of melon seeds. This is enough to make me impatient to death. I can't believe my father recovered his eyes. I feel like I can't be you. You and I are not the same person. I can't afford fire. I bowed my head and played the phone without knowing anything. Mom and Dad are not the same person. My mother next to me couldn't help but stare at my father. Our time is different. My father immediately sat down. Give me some fruit and then punch my leg. I'm sitting next to it feeling like I'm redundant. Stand up and go back to the room. To my room sitting on my deathbed, maybe it's because my parents gave me dog food. I suddenly want to fall in love. But when I pick up the phone, I don't know who to text. I remember what Dad just said. Then I remembered the times before he left. My mind keeps messing up like a mess. The more confused, I think I decided to add WeChat again. His by phone number, last time deleted. So far, he and I have only communicated through text messages. I suddenly wanted to see his profile. I want to know how he lives. Not out of anticipation, he didn't respond. I threw the phone in the mood and fell asleep. Then one day he agreed to my friend request on WeChat, but we didn't talk. His name is quietly in my phone book. But the funniest thing is, he doesn't have a personal page at all. Add you in vain, the days go by. I thought after that embarrassing day, Lin Feng will never contact me again. But one day at work on the road, I saw a group of people gathered on the side of the road. I came closer and saw him. He's in the emergency room for an old woman who fell to the ground. I saw the old woman's tattered clothes. I remember Riyadh, this is an old lady from our neighborhood who collects trash. Her life is pathetic. Old people still have to pick up trash to live. Your children don't care about you. I stood by quietly watching. People are surrounding more and more. Everyone is very nervous, but there are also people who complain. Old age and sickness full of me mouth adjacent. I don't know if that mouth is contagious. Poor, I don't know how long to live. Life is just suffering. I want to say something too. But in the face of people's apathy, I feel sad and helpless. The old woman was finally saved. The old lady stood up and said she would take her home. Lift your head and see me. I know where her house is, so I can go with you. He looked at me surprised. After taking the old lady home, he took me home again. We were both very quiet on the road. Doctors, you say people like that is not dangerous, Asao. I can't help asking this question. He's stupid. I'm afraid she has an infectious disease, usually in an emergency. You should put a gauze cloth over the patient's mouth. Then breathe. Artificially, he explained. You didn't bring it before either. Actually, I'm a little nervous like everyone else. I know everything. He paused for a moment, but it's a human life. As a doctor, my only thought was to save people. I stand in the workshop. I felt a sense of respect for the doctor's profession. And suddenly find my thoughts shameful. You don't have to worry about me being a doctor. I know many ways to prevent and treat. He's obviously comforting me. Give me a ladder to go down. Then don't worry. I laughed softly and we went on down to my house. He hesitated to leave last time. I'm a little hard to say. He's your cousin, isn't he? He laughed bitterly. He lives quite well there. Study abroad for him. It's also a pretty good choice. I don't know what to say, Dr. Lamb. Let's be friends later. I definitely made this offer. He's been a long time since he could say a word. I finally said what I needed to say. It feels a little better inside. Since then, Lin Feng and I have become friends. Nothing can't be shared. Remove the I object nomenclature, I found out that Lin Feng and I got along much better. There's no sense of belonging anymore. Moreover, our preferences are the same to be exotic, from favorite song, favorite movie, favorite actors, go where they want to go. Tigers are the same generation. The preferences are indeed similar, but every time I'm done complaining about the similarity, I have no reason to think of Jiang Ziaisheng. It's as if he and I don't have the same distance. My generation could not understand the actions and the only his. Me too, I want to send him a text asking how he lives. I want to know if he has a girlfriend. But think again and again, what does that have to do with me? Look at his attractive appearance. It's strange not to have a girlfriend. Time passed by another half a year. The wind from my good friend has evolved into my mother's powerful right arm. Whether or not they come to my house, observant people realize he likes me. Even I can see clearly. But he never mentioned that he liked me. I can't find a reason to refuse. According to my father, he's the right man to marry. My mother immediately objected. Toji, don't learn from me. Find a suitable man to marry. There will be a lack of passion in the following days. I hope you get married soon. But you also have to find someone you really like. My father was suddenly criticized for no reason. Find someone you like. I carefully remembered. After 20 years old, there never seemed to be a sense of vibration again, except that night. When Jiang Ziya was confused, whispered asking if I had locked the door. I was blushing, my heart was pounding, I can't calm down now. I picked up the phone. Pretending to send a mass message to Jiang Zigang with content mid-autumn fun, I didn't receive a reply after sending it. I feel a little embarrassed again. I want to recover, but it's too late. I decided to take the phone to the bathroom, take a shower, and wait for the message. In the middle, the message finally arrived. Bulk messaging, he asked me to breathe a sigh of relief. Fortunately, he didn't find out. A series of blessings is still a blessing. Who believes he's the same? I've obviously been away for half a year. But it's like never leaving him on the phone, thinking about how to answer. Believe it or not, it depends. Send a message, keep your head up. I saw myself in the mirror laughing. I must have gone crazy. When the alarm goes off, I open the phone. Bulk messages that my cousin Sao didn't receive. I stand in the workshop. How did he know his cousin didn't get it? I'm really not in the habit of sending mass blessings. I can't believe I lied for the first time. Hello, maybe I missed it, you know? Oh, you didn't miss me. I'm so lucky. He paused and sent a photo. I looked at the picture inside of Lin Feng drunk high. It turns out he's with Lin Feng. It's not true why the two of them are together. You're back in the country. I can't help but ask, wait a minute. He said, wait a minute, my self-esteem is hurt. I threw the phone away. I swore I would never reply to messages again. Until 11 p.m., just as I was about to go to bed, the phone rang. I am a gangster. I glanced off the screen with no intention of catching up. He called after a while, and I didn't pick up. I want him to know the evil of man. After a while, the phone finally died. Yeah, kids, just when I was smug, my father knocked on the door. I want you to call Tiu Jian. Is there anything wrong? He said I called him a few times. When he called back, I didn't hear him. In the middle of the night, my father yawned and he wiped his eyes. Did the phone accidentally hit you? I was stunned to say it could be that. I didn't expect him to call my father. Playing games again. I really want to die. So I'll call you back quickly. It's already this late. My father said, wear slippers and turn your back. Close the door. I silently scolded him shamelessly. The phone rang at the right time. This time I answered, why you called my father? I'm really dressed. Afraid you won't answer my phone. I can't sleep at night. His voice is a little hoarse. I know I drank a lot of wine. He smoked a lot of drugs. Who can't sleep? I countered. He didn't say anything. Just laughing over there. I was a little embarrassed to laugh for a while. I was about to turn it off when he lowered his voice. I can't sleep. His voice came through my eardrum. Land spread all over. I'm itching like an electric shock. What are you drunk to say? Get out of here. Unembarrassed. I don't know how to answer. Don't cut him off in a hurry to stop me. Repeat a few seconds later. Don't hang up. Then alone over there muttering, let me hear your voice. Mao Jiang Ziaithan, how much did you drink? How much to drink so drunk? Talking all the time, you start talking again. There's no point worrying about me. He laughed and asked me if I was worried about you. I'm worried about the girl next to you. I said an angry thing, but he laughed. Laughing for a while, seriously saying no, it's not like his personality. I don't talk shit to him, say a few words and turn it off. Are you home yet? Hang up when you get back. He hesitated for a moment. Completely ignored my request. He went on to say that my cousin came to America today. We had a drink together. A few days ago, I heard Lin Feng say he was going to leave for a few days. It turned out to be traveling abroad. He said he likes you. Lin Feng is not a man. Everything says out. How can I tell Zhang Ziaisheng? He's drunk. Is it because he drank? Yes, I drank. He laughed heartily. Did you take him back to the hotel? Just brought it back. He didn't say anything until he asked. Do you like him? I was startled. I knew the answer. But I don't want to let Lin Feng know through someone else's mouth. Do not take care of adult affairs. He didn't say anything. Then the door opened. He must have gone home. Toji, his voice is very soft. Every time he calls my name, I can't help but feel itchy. I feel dizzy. His voice became low. Sounds like you're dozing. I'm stunned by this word. Who told you to drink so much? I can't help him here. Because when they talk to you, they mention you. So a little out of control. He laughed and said, "I be .2 men, what does it mean to talk about me? Go to the bathroom and rest early." I tried to change the subject. He said you two got along really well. You are so good, he likes it. I even thought I'd confess to you when I got back. Tell me to bless him. Have you blessed? I don't understand why you're saying this. I chose to get him drunk. Let him be arrogant in front of me. He said and laughed coldly for an hour. I called him useless. He paused. I gave him half a year. And he still can't be your boyfriend. I've been stunned by something called him for half a year. You're really drunk. I don't know how to answer that. Admit it. He's back again in a non-serious tone. You like me as much as I do. Just like me, my mind is spinning no more. My brain stopped working. I don't know how to be like this. The heart also began to beat abnormally. Say it. The voice on the phone pulled me back to reality. I still didn't say anything. I don't know how to answer. I think I like him. But is he serious? And the problems that we're facing right now, can it be solved? After a while, he sighed. The low voice coaxes me to say something, will you? It's like it's been a century. The feeling in my heart doesn't do anything. I realized that when I heard the words his love, how moved I was. I want to tell him. I know how much I like him. I called out his name. Yes, he answered me in a low voice. Are you serious? I took a deep breath and finally asked that question. But he didn't answer right away. If I say I'm serious about dating you, I want you to be my girlfriend. I want to marry you. Are you afraid? I was confused and said a word of fear. I never thought I was beaten up by a brother. It's like that. Why are you so cowardly? He sighed helplessly, so I'm going to go back and talk directly about Asia. Are you coming back? I asked softly. He paused for a moment. Someone obviously didn't contact me. But running into my dreams every day makes me. I'm starting to be indecent. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to bed. My face is red. Can you video call for a moment? He suddenly asked me to go crazy. I see you very normally. I replied unhappily. Then take a look. I'll show you whatever you want to see. As long as you open the video, he always has a way of making my heart beat fast. I feel like this conversation can't go on anymore. Get out of here and I'll hang up. Not long after WeChat rang out an accidental message, sleeping too late. The next day I slept until noon. I just woke up remembering last night's call. My heart is still beating fast. But when we get back to reality, now he's abroad. He's still learning until he gets back. I'm getting old. When I think of this, I get a headache. I couldn't think of it. My mother knocked on the door. Mom, wake up. I'm going to buy some vegetables and Tiu Jiang will come later. At least don't lie down like that. Mom said I'm a little confused. That little Zheng, he texted your dad last night to come over this afternoon. I've been baffled ever since. I hurried to get up, text him but get no response. Probably on the plane. Vague mind, I went to the bathroom to wash my face with cold water to stay awake. I finally realized that he was really coming. Listen to your mother and clean the house. I was thinking about what he said yesterday. He said he'll tell you directly if it's today. And my heart suddenly beats so fast after that, my parents know what to do. When I just finished sweeping the land, finally my back was slapped. One is my father. I was just about to ask my dad. Am I a ghost without a sound? Then, right after a face appeared from behind my dead father. Jiang Zithan, someone I hadn't seen in a long time, suddenly appeared. My mind didn't have time to react. I still feel embarrassed. In front of my father. He's always good. Yeah, you're back. My voice is a little cold. It's actually for fear of him messing up. Go back without warning. I don't feel comfortable. Uncle, I'm a little tired. Can I take a break? He shrugged helplessly. Yes, of course. I forgot you had to adjust to the time zone. My father is still very enthusiastic. Go clean the living room and change the bed. I can also point. I go before Zhang Zhaisheng follow. I keep feeling something uneasy in my heart. Just got into the living room, of course. He closed the door and pushed me against the wall. I was so scared I couldn't breathe hard. Slowly scolding Jiang Xianathan, my father is there. I can't pay attention anymore. When he finished, he bowed his head and kissed me hard. There's no order. It's like a hungry wolf. I was worried my dad would come in. I dare not make a sound. I can only let him stop me. When I'm about to suffocate, he finally let me go. Gently touch my lips with your finger, laughing and saying sorry. The sun is smudged. Are you a dog? I really want to scold people who feel their lips burning. Sorry, I'll pay attention next time. He laughed softly and stroked my lips. I'm afraid to turn my face away. Get out of here, I have to change my bed. He didn't hug me this time. Let me out of his arms. Standing alone at the door laughing innocently at me, really, he's still laughing. My face was red to the neck and I bent over and brushed the bed. He stood for a moment and then he lay down. And pulled my hand, let go. I took off his hand and looked at the movement at the door, afraid of my father coming in. I'm Toji. He called my name softly, eyes staring somewhere on my body. Sigh, I can't sleep. I looked down. I'm blind from his eyes. In fact, when he hugged me, I felt it. It's just that he's always embarrassed to say Ra. It's really embarrassing. I can't sleep. Do you need me to knock you out? I brushed his hand off and really wanted to hit him. He still smiles brightly. I'd like you to knock me out. You want me to say no, shut up, and I rush out. Just ran out. My father looked at me suspiciously and asked me why. I was so scared that my heart was pounding. Try to stabilize your breath. Dust allergy. My father was going to ask for a sign. I can't stand it, maybe. What are you two doing standing there right now? My mother was carrying a bunch of big bags of little vegetable bags. It feels like cleaning the market. I don't want to give my mother a hand. Come here. I thank my mother for saving me from the boiling water. Rushed through for help. My mother was surprised and whispered, 365 days a year, rarely see you so diligently. Tell me what you've done. I'm not that lazy. The stock is losing money. It's not that I just picked vegetables. I've just endured my mother's harsh interrogation. I have broken up with Lin Feng. He and I have never been together again. I feel helpless. My mother was cooking rice and looked at me suspiciously. Silence for a while. I told you a long time ago that I wasn't pregnant. Mom, I forgot you don't have a boyfriend. I really admire my mother's imagination. I know, but the kids are now. It's much more open than my parents were. My mother is very flexible. Say if you are pregnant, I can still support you. Don't go to small clinics. It's not safe. I'm completely out of words, but compared to this, I feel again, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Your mother has a friend. You guys were the best in elementary school. I made up a man. He's looking for a much younger boyfriend. I don't know how. She can also find a boyfriend younger than her. You're not Toji. Have you ever thought carefully about your problems? I'm stupid. I've thought a lot. My mother's mind is not ordinary. He's worried about what to do. Mom, you have experience. My mother thought seriously for a moment. Then I looked out in the kitchen and saw my dad. Sneaking in my ear, I whispered, reason, mind is the mother. But if you're 20 years younger, I also want to find a younger boyfriend. I'm not as good and romantic as my dad. Why did my father get dragged into this for no reason? Your father was so kind to me and I don't understand. Your father is so good that I still live well with him. But when I was young, don't set too many limits for yourself. Otherwise, you will regret it when you are old. I was surprised by my mother's words. My name is not my mother. See, it's not my fault. It's because my jealousy is so strong. My mother influenced me, makes me look for someone younger. I feel much better in my heart. When you eat, your face is white. I know a serious lack of sleep. My father didn't ask him too much at the dinner table. Maybe he feels too sleepy. After the meal, urge him to go to bed for another night. Because it's mid-autumn, my parents have to go to my grandmother's house. Again, feel left alone. When you come here, it is 7 days. So he texted me to wait for him to wake up. I went back to my room. Because I make food, I am covered in oil. I definitely took a shower. Halfway through the shower, he starts knocking on the door. I can't do anything other than make a phone call. Tell him I'm taking a shower. Ask him what's wrong. Can my sister come in or not? Have you locked the door? He asked me funny. I froze at my house and locked the door. Of course, I don't have this habit. Can't sleep, I'm just sitting at your desk reading. Just watching the comics. He said it so decently. If I refuse, it seems that I myself think wrong. Don't touch my stuff, so I just stood in the shower. Think about him being outside. I must finish the battle quickly. When I finished taking a shower, I started itching. I just brought some underwear. Absolutely no pajamas. I really don't know what to do. I can't just walk out, but you can't stay in here forever. After standing in the bathroom thinking for 5 minutes, I have no other way. I have to text him. Can he help me get my clothes? It's on the bed. I forgot to bring it in. He didn't reply to my messages, which made me nervous, afraid he won't see it. When I'm going to call directly, I heard a knock on the door. You passed through this door. I opened the door to a small opening. He's not moving. So I had to stick my hand out. Looking for when my hand touched his, the door was pushed out. Then quickly closed, and he showed up in front of me. You close your eyes, I suddenly didn't know where to cover first. He looked at me laughing. He invited me and didn't let me in. What do you mean, sister? I actually forgot to take the clothes that I panicked about. I don't know how to explain it. Don't cover it. I haven't seen it. He put his clothes aside. I feel my face burning. Give me the clothes. I'm going to reach out my hand. But he quickly held me back. Gently lift my face up, put it on. He laughed and kissed his forehead on the bridge of his nose. My lips then moved downwards. When I regained consciousness and pushed him out, he was quick, put a small box in my hand. My sister bought it. I look at that box and I'm crazy. When did you buy it? It's about to expire. I dotted when I was fully awake. My whole body is tired, so that there's no strength left. He hugged me again and said romantic words. My head fluttered just a little bit. I don't know exactly what he said. He finally asked me to be his girlfriend. I didn't answer. He asked again, so can I be your boyfriend? I still don't answer. I just want to sleep right now. Let me sleep for a while, I sigh. He was silent. A long time later, the smile on her face disappeared. When I feel he's too quiet, I asked what was wrong. He turned his face away from me. I tried to turn his face around. His eyes are red. Tell me you don't want to be responsible. You see what I am. When I finished, a tear fell down and I panicked. It's not that I'm not responsible. I gave him my hand to wipe his tears. He took my hand. So you're not going to give me a sow. I'll give you a break from crying, if he keeps crying. I can't stand to cry, Theo. I'm obviously the one who was bullied by him, but he always has a way. It makes me feel like I'm the bully. He did that after comforting him for a long time. When I finally called in my husband, he just put on a big smile. Then I urged him to go to the living room. I was alone in the room, but he called me. The moon is so beautiful tonight. Sister, my heart has no more room for the moon. He romantically said stop leaving. I coaxed him in a few more sentences. He finally fell asleep. I lie in bed remembering everything that just happened. It seems like an impulsive act. But it all comes from the heart. I was lucky in this life when I was young. I listened to my heart. If you are chosen again, I wouldn't hesitate to choose him. Leave the rest to the time. Considering the age gap between me and Jiang Ziking, along with the fact that he's studying abroad, he and I decided to keep our relationship a secret, but he's not happy about this. I told him. I will visit him in the United States on National Day. He reluctantly agreed. I just need you to feel that way. The more excited you are, the better. The day he left, he's been naughty at my house. Shut up. I just want to stitch his mouth up. It was clearly agreed to keep it a secret, and he kept taking chances to tease me. When I finished, my father looked at me awkwardly. Toji, come here for a moment. God damn it, did he hear you? I put my clothes down and glared at Jingzi. He still acts like he's not. Dad dragged me into the room. Be patient and advise me to be aggressive with Tijiong even though he's the boss's son. I hate that you work so well at this company. Dad, you're not mean to him, Dad. Last time boss promoted Dado 1, I was silent for a while too. The boss changes 7 often. Because I think of my father carrying Zhaojiang, he told me he was working for sure. Give me a few more projects. Work doubled. That's a good thing. Congratulations, Dad. That's what happened. Dad sighed, but the salary didn't go up. I couldn't help but laugh. Dad, your boss must be testing you. I just laughed and encouraged him to avoid over 7 expectations. My father muttered moodily, when will I be able to overthrow the capitalists, master of this life? Mass life. There will be a day, there will be a day. I laughed and beat the village, quickly retreat, then I drove Jiang Ziking to the airport. He would sometimes put his hand on mine. No, nothing about my father's job. I swiped his hand. Let go, it's not safe. He temporarily let go, but at the red light, hold my hand. Your hands are so soft. I like it very much, Jiang Zai. Be a little bit more decent. It's like he's haunted. From the day I agreed to be his girlfriend, he's like that every day. I want it too, he laughed at me, but just look at me, you can't keep yourself a gentleman. I don't want to be quiet with him. I didn't talk to him and he started complaining. I'm not going to leave. You get on a plane and you don't text me anymore. But I've never been I want to cry but I can't. What kind of person does he think I am? I didn't really text. Half a year of making friends on WeChat, I never texted you once. He started talking about the old stuff. But not because I didn't answer you. I feel like he's deliberately being blunt. I didn't answer why you didn't text me. You keep comforting me that I'll be yours now. He held my hand and kissed it gently. All right, stop messing around and get on the plane. He's too busy to get out. He looked at the airport. Take off your seatbelt. But he never gets out of the car. Get out of the car. I regret it, he sighed. What do you regret? He turned to stare at me. I regret agreeing to go to college with my dad. Thinking about not seeing you all week. My heart hurts here. He pointed to the heart. I stopped in a hurry to comfort quickly. On National Day I will visit you. But we've only been dating for a few days. He sighed again. I finally gritted my teeth in the car. Call me a video, I remember. He took a few steps back. Turn off the driver's seat. Bent down and kissed me deeply and then left regretfully. Look at his back in the distance. I suddenly felt a sense of helplessness, but there's no other way. I can't influence it. Go to studies. I can only decide. Quickly drive out of there. 2 years later, one day my dad said he'd take me to a party. Purpose, of course, is for me to meet young singles. Over the last 2 years, my parents saw I wasn't dating AI. I thought maybe I didn't like men. In fact, every day I'm bothered by gangsters. To the point I have no mind to talk to others. Fortunately, it is annoying. But he's changed a lot. He's now got a grade in all scholarship subjects, participate in projects with the professor. His father is also very pleased. Even in some small projects, he also took him to practice. This time I agreed to go to the party. It's also because of an appointment. He had too little time to see her. He always complains. So we took every opportunity to meet. I heard your dad say you're doing great at the company. I raised a glass of wine with him. He turns the glass around, then down close to my ear. I whisper, it's because you taught me well. Your dad's looking at us. I stress-reminded. He glanced at her and laughed without saying anything. His father saw me smiling and walked over. Makes me nervous. Hi, you're Toji. His father is the typical successful person. Even if you're polite, it still carries a great sense of pressure. Hello, my uncle gave a big smile. Yes, not bad, his father said and glanced at the gangster. It startled me, backed away reflexively. Have a chance to eat at your house. Yes, boss, I half understand. The boss is looking for you. My father happened to pass by, see us standing there. I don't understand what's going on. Dare not to say anything. Wait a minute, I'll go to the father. Jiang Ziking is still calm. When I saw my father, I grinned. My brother is thinking so. Find time to invite your spouse. Come to my house for dinner. My dad's obviously a little surprised. My boss asks me how busy I am. Maybe not thoughtful about the ceremony. I should invite your family home. The 2 children have been together for so long. 2 children? My father looked at me and Zhang was obviously shocked. Look, I'm done this time. Please don't worry. Later we are one family. You're welcome. His father's attitude was so good. Makes me doubt my life. But this moment Jiang Zisheng is still laughing. It's like there was a plot before. Since when? I'm just afraid it needs to be discussed. My father was so afraid that his words were unclear. Looks like these 2 are hiding it. Let's go into the room and talk. My dad's got a dark face. Follow his dad inside. It's been a long time, Ra. Why did your father know that I was pinched? Zhang Zi? He grinned and bowed his head to me. He detected the smell. That green apple you like in my room. My face immediately flushed. That thing was discovered. What are you doing all over the place? I thought I was going home, so I ordered something online. But my housekeeper thought that's my stuff, so it opened. Then tell your father. He shrugged his shoulders. God, it's such a shameful sight to want to spit. And then on the way home, my father said nothing. I dare not utter an hour. Finally to the garage. My father suddenly said he was angry. Your daughter is good, my father asked. My dad, having fun, recalled the talks between Zhang Ziaisheng's father and father. He always seems arrogant. I've never been as humble as I am today. Persuade me to let you 2 be together. He said his son is better off because of you. Thanks to our house. He even agreed to give me a raise. I hear you talking with joy. So, did you agree? I stood there a little confused. He looked at me and didn't say anything to think about. I told you Dad don't want to because of his, it makes you lose balance. In this relationship, don't suffer from me either. Employers can be modest, but your daughter is absolutely not understood. So you've got to think about it. Don't let that kid get on top of you. I remember every time I broke up. They're all weeping gangsters. Let me video call him. I feel cold. Every time he hugged me, they say they don't feel safe. Please wait for him. It seems that I bully him more. But I didn't say rah. Just answer me with a yes. I came home and confessed to my mother. My mother couldn't speak for half a day. Finally, give me a thumbs up. Great the next day. Zhang Ziking's flight is in the evening. He came to my house in the morning. It was hard work that made my parents very happy. The more my mother looked, the more she liked it. An excuse to visit my grandmother. Took my dad out of the house. I just walked out of the cave. His sister hugged me from behind. My head rests on my shoulder and goes back and forth. You're getting on the plane tonight. I'm pushing him out, but he didn't let go. 3 more hours and he whispered. Into my ears with a soft voice, I had to leave 2 hours earlier to get to the airport. Stop messing around. There's still an hour that he won't let go. Finally kissed me with a sigh. The time is too short and I can't even take advantage of it. If you are tired later, why? Get tired and sleep on the plane. This annoying goblin completes. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to press the like button and sign up to hear more from the dark. Now audio again.